So today is James Tyler Kent's birthday. As we all know, Kent, one of the biggest pillars in homeopathy. So on this occasion, I would like to read a beautiful case of an abdominal tumor by Kent, given in Kent's minor writings, page number 367. I will just read out the case. We have to solve this case. I am going to tell you the entire case and the remedy, but he has not given on what symptoms he has prescribed. That is an exercise for us as a tribute to Kent. So the patient, aged 30, a female, asks for treatment for an abdominal tumor which is large enough to give her the appearance of being about 8 months pregnant. She is a housemaid and her friends will not go out with her, fearing that people will think that they are associating with an unmarried pregnant woman. She had consulted two surgeons who refused to operate because of the rigidity and the extensive adhesions, and also because of the sickly aspect of the girl. The face was indeed waxy and sickly looking. These surgeons told her that she would die from the tumor. The tumor was first noticed 5 years ago. It became prominent on the right side of the uterus and extended up out of the pelvis and was said to be movable until 2 years ago. The uterus is now immovable, and the tumor which hangs over the right side of the pelvis is very hard, as large as a child's head, and cannot be made to move in any direction. Now this is case from June 1888, when the patient had these symptoms as per Kent: pain in the pelvis now and then, swelling of the pit of the stomach not due to the tumor, swelling of the feet indenting on pressure, constant congestive headaches which she would give no description of, only that it aches all over, eats but little, and what she eats causes nausea. Constipation, no desire for stool, takes physic, hence no modalities of value, goes 2 or 3 weeks without a stool. Always feels a constriction about the waist, which is most likely due to the pressure of the tumor, and hence it is not a valuable symptom. Sensation of fullness after eating, and she mentions above that she eats but little. Menses fairly regular with cramps. She has not drank water for 8 years as it makes her sick. Feels feet burn so that she must take off her slippers to cool them. Starts in sleep and when awake starts at the slightest noise. Restless sleep, pain in the left side of the abdomen, teeth decayed when young, they are dark and bad looking. Wants hot things, cannot take cold things in the stomach, pain in the stomach after cold things, pain and nausea after water, cold or warm. Pain in the right groin. She had this tumor even before the tumor was felt. Lycopodium CM, 1 dose was given, and Saclac morning evening was given. In 1 month, the symptoms increased so much that she was alarmed and would not return for many weeks. But now she is so much better in a general way that she returns to report and asks for more medicine. Upon close questioning, it was found that for her week or more, her symptoms were on the increase. Her stomach symptoms at first grew, then they improved and now are worse again. So Kent repeated Lyco, but now in 1 mm potency. She got 1 dose and Saclac. Reports that the medicine acted violently. Again, she reports that the symptoms are better. So the next potency also aggravated the symptoms, followed by relief. And then the patient kept on improving with in between sleeplessness, but could drink water, but with water she feels full and gets cramps. Here she was given Saclac for the next 2 to 3 months. End of September, she vomited with pain in stomach after eating or drinking. Lyco-MM was repeated. All symptoms passed away. Again, end of October, she developed pain in the right side in the tumor. So Lyco-MM was repeated again. Then till next year, January end, the symptoms were much better. Symptoms returned. Lyco-MM was repeated, and then she kept on improving. There was occasional pain in the right groin, occasional feet swollen, headache when it was repeated. After 6 months, next year, June, Lyco-MM was repeated. After that, she kept on improving again. She can eat and drink anything. December 31st, 1889, that is 1.5 years after she had come the first time. She is looking very well. She can eat and drink anything. The tumor is what most readers will ask about, but has not been mentioned as the tumor was not treated. The patient was treated, the patient was cured, and when the patient last reported, the tumor was very small, the uterus was movable, and with it the small tumor also moved. She did not mind this tumor now because she was so well and shapely. This is Kent's case, and we have to solve this and see what symptoms it was prescribed upon. Thank you.